Doing nothing can be absolutely exhausting.
But a girl's gotta eat too. And thankfully, I'm at Jumeirah Zabil Sarai, and I've heard that one of their restaurants is doing a fabulous brunch. So I will see you there. As you can see, I've got my Friday best on because we are in the UAE. Now today's brunch is at Amala, which is the fine dining Indian restaurant here at Jumeirah Zabil Sarai. Now Amala has been around for 10 years, imposing its splendor on all those who visit and making us daydream about being Indian royalty. However, it has had a facelift in the form of a new chef who comes with big ideas and an even bigger heart. Now today, we've got the chef's table, and luckily we're going to eat with the chef himself. So now I'm with the chef de cuisine of Amala, and he is a very good friend of mine and also of the show Bite Me. This is Chef Pravesh Shetty.
Hello, welcome to Amala.
I'm very happy to be here, really, because I heard you're going to take me on a Swad Ka Safar.
Yes, that is what our Friday brunch at Amala is famously known as. It's called Swad Ka Safar. Considering the fact we are taking you on a journey of flavors, and since we are a classical restaurant, that's why we gave that classical name of Swad Ka Safar.
Okay, so in preparation for this brunch, because he's going to feed me so much, I have not eaten in months.
Sure.
So tell me, what are you going to start with?
So, as I always tell my guests, starve before you come for your brunch.
See?
So, she has actually proven me right. So, here how we start off is Swad Ka Safar is we initially start off with like chaats and fried items,
Okay.
which is typically Indian street food. So, what you are having is a fish koli vada,
Alright.
typical from my city, Mumbai. A nice tangy rub inside, bit of spice, and the crisp on top because of the batter. Also, we focus at locally sourced ingredients like the fish. We have bought it from the local farms, since Jumeirah has always believed and supported sustainability, which is a inbuilt program of Jumeirah which we have always focused on.
I really appreciate that. But I also really appreciate the flavor of this. Now, this happens to be one of my favorite starters.
Yes.
Because I'm also from Bombay, like chef, and this is delicious. I mean, this is like one of the last meals I would like in my life, before I
Okay.
die. So you come and cook for me, please, okay? So chef, tell me, how do you come up with a menu like this? Because you've got to keep known flavers in an Indian
Yes.
palate, but you have to also elevate it with new techniques and bringing in new sort of ideas.
See, I mean, considering the fact we are a classical restaurant, I had to keep in mind that people don't come here and leave the restaurant with a lot of spices in their mouth.
Yes.
So that is one basic thing I always aimed at: less oil, the use of minimum amount of oil. I mean, these are the certain things. Again, since I have worked with Chef Daniel, who is my executive chef, the cooking techniques is always something I've always aimed at. And if you notice, the one you're eating, the chongdi tikki, the crust, I mean, it's something which he has always taught me, focus on these things. The garnishes, the plating, those are the later part, but first is the flavors, which speaks a lot for you and your restaurant.
This is true, because you're not relying on gimmicks to make your food taste good. It's what's known. I know
Exactly.
this. I know these flavors, but it's better than anything I've ever had in any other place, any street food vendor in Bombay. Also, I really like the crust on the tikkis, and the
I'm glad.
kurmura on top is so brilliant.
Is
It's the best. It makes you feel like you're a kid again. So kurmura is little Rice Krispies, right?
Yes.
It's perfection, absolutely. So chef, now for the mains we have a classic biryani. Am I right?
Yes, absolutely. It's the murdam biryani.
Ooh,
And for the vegetarian option, we keep the kadai veg biryani.
all right.
Yes.
So what is so special about this one?
The biryani, I mean, the biryani masala, apart from the biryani masala, in a biryani, always the rice is so special. So So this rice we particularly make in a style which generally I have learnt it from one of my friend's mom. So this is something we influence, and we have slightly tweaked it so that it can be easily palatable. We avoid the whole spices coming in your mouth, which everybody hates in
I
biryani.
really dislike that about whole spices. But chef, the masala is so brilliant. It's so lilting. It's not like an onslaught. It's not like a slap.
Yes.
It's like a small kiss on your cheek, and it's beautiful. It's like if this was the only thing being offered for brunch, I would happily come and just eat this as well.
Thank you.
Genuinely. So chef, I know now that you're done with all the savory, delicious food. We're going to woo me with some desserts. Is that correct?
Yes, surely.
Okay, and we're also going to meet the man behind those desserts. Now we're with Chef Daniel, who is the executive chef, and he runs the culinary direction of 7 restaurants and lounges.
Yeah, it's an absolute honour to be here, and welcome to Jumeirah's Seville Sarai.
Thank you so much. Now, I'm sure you heard Chef Pravish singing your praises a few moments ago. He absolutely adores you. It's amazing how fun it is to work here.
It's absolutely amazing to work with him again. So we've already worked together on a couple of projects. We did Naya at Jumeirah Beach,
Yes.
Jumeirah Beach Hotel, and now we have Amala here at Seville Sarai. So yeah, he's, I'd probably say from my experience, maybe only 10% of chefs truly have that understanding of food and natural talent, and he definitely falls into that category. So it's a pleasure to have him.
This sounds like such a fun environment.
It is. It's
It
long
is,
hours,
it is.
but there's a lot of fun there as well,
Yes.
you know?
Okay, so Chef Daniel is also the pastry chef who is behind amazing desserts like the Hapus cheesecake. That sounds so Indian and also simultaneously like so foreign and amazing. But you also have a chocolate fondant with cardamom ice cream. Tell us about both.
We do. So basically, we looked at the sales of desserts in Amala, and we saw an opportunity there. We then looked at really commercial, high-selling desserts across all restaurants, and identified the cheesecake and the chocolate fondant. We then did a bit of development on it, and we gave it a bit of a Amala twist.
It's a good twist. I really have to agree. It's not a good twist, it's a great twist. I mean, this is on the a la carte menu.
Yeah.
So it's not available for brunch, but if you come and you manage to charm either Chef Daniel or Chef Pravish, maybe you'll get it. It's delicious, it's a must try. But now I also spy with my eye some gulab jamun, which is a classic Indian dessert.
Yes.
Over to Pravish.
Oh, over to
Yeah.
Pravish. Pravish, tell us about the gulab jamun.
Well, like gulab jamun is something very close to my heart. I mean, when it comes to Indian desserts. But again, why to keep it a simple gulab jamun? Let us take it a level above. As I say always, a classical Indian dessert, give it a slight elevation. That creamy, rich, lychee, rabdi, when you eat it with it, it just slides down your throat, and you actually can close your eyes to feel it.
Ooh, that's amazing. So I genuinely appreciate both of you for the fact that you have kept things classic and brought a twist to Indian desserts, because like I said, it's so hard to change Indian desserts into something memorable. And Chef, thank you. That's so thank you.
I think everybody loves a good cheesecake now.
This is true. I mean, I would pretty much like kind of sell my soul for a good cheesecake on a good day. That sounds good to me. It's like a good barter. I like that. Chef Pravish and Chef Daniel, thank you so much for being on our show. It has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for feeding me, first of all.
Please come back.
Please come back.
Definitely, definitely. So I hope we've left here dreaming about things like kebabs, curries and biryanis, because you should definitely come down here and check out the brunch at Amala, because after the year that 2020 has been, don't we all deserve a delicious treat? For sure. So I hope to see you guys soon, and take care of yourselves. Now that I've had my fill at brunch and I even have my Amala spice boxes, all I need is a ride home. So, Bombay bound, please.